first half. And then we're going to go to half number 2. We're rushing through these maps like crazy. We could actually be looking at a similar thing that happened before with WinFakt versus Hair, where WinFakt manages to win most of the rounds over Hair, 3-13. Very, very epic, to say the least. K-Star, on the other hand, and Stormy, last man standing, 2v3. Reflex is all the way at the top. The bomb, where is the bomb? Well, wherever it is on the ground, and it's being surrounded by the legions of WinFakt. K-Star does have some good positioning here in the middle of the map, but he's going to get found out very, very quickly here by Kilo. Well, he's just scoping around, so to speak. He's just looking. He's looking for a quick pick up on there. There's nobody going to be on there, at least not yet. Well, there's going to be very shortly, because K-Star is walking up right now. As Kilo looks away. Nice. Very slow. That's trigger down. 2v2, but there's still a scope in the game. Reflex is happily camping. We'll get the first. It's 2v1. It's all up to Stormy to do this one in this last round of this half. 8-3. Not gonna happen. It's gonna be Reflex picking up the second one. It's round number 12. What does this mean? We're gonna be switching sides. Only 5 more rounds needed for Anexis to firmly put them in a good position for City Streets. WinFakt has already claimed that City Streets should be their map. And firmly expecting that Anexis should win this, even though their defensive side here seems to be a little bit lacking. Especially if you consider only triggers remaining. Come on, Michael, you can do this. 1v4, 1v3. Not going to be doing it. It's 4-9. The first half ended up with 4-8. Anexis should be able to continue their spree. All they need is 4 more. And here come the nades. There's a future already take down Reflex. Definitely not a good start. Trigger already being tagged up. It's definitely not looking good. Is WinFakt still running a scope? Yes, they are. Well, that's going to be painful. Stormy has decided to leave the scope for what it is and switch to an AK. Not going to help much because right now WinFakt are only down to 1 player. Make that nil. It's 4-10. 3 more rounds needed for Anexis. WinFakt are looking to pick up a round here. Zecox and Boko both down. It's going to be really important for them. Oh, Mark getting tagged up. The triggers will be coming out, quite literally. K-Star on the cross will be taken down by Kilo. It's all the Stormy, 1v4. It's not going to happen because he's going to get shut down by Reflex. Time for the nades to come in. The late nades from Stormy. Pushing it off. Boko taking out Reflex. Again, Reflex dying very early. 16-13, though. He's still top fragging. Mark, 8-14. Future, on the other hand, actually not performing all that well. SMGing it up and really hanging around when he really should not be doing so. SMGs. Of course, this map is tiny, and the problem of Killu is still there. Even though he does not pick up the kills, he's going to go down. It's 5-11. 2 more rounds needed for Anexis, and then we're going to move on towards City Street. Or, dare I say, 8 more rounds needed for WinFakt. If Hare can pick up 8 rounds in a row versus Nevo, then why should WinFakt not be able to do so? Especially if you consider their play at the Dublin Esports Festival. Sadly enough, nobody knows what happened there, unless you have seen the replays, because, well, I haven't seen any VODs so far. Found it. Oh, Killu last man standing for WinFakt. This could be a very, very, very quick round. Does pick up on Stormy. 4-man, maybe? No, I doubt it's going to happen. Because he's got no health. The regens should kick in. There it is. Very close. Not going to happen. It's going to be map point for Anexis. Let's see if Anexis can finish this one off. Pretty much as expected, really. Even though the initial set nades do not hit anybody, and Killu picks up the first kill. That right there is definitely looking strong. Killu should have gotten that one. Stormy last man standing for Anexis, but the pressure is still there. If Stormy can kill 1 or 2 here, then WinFakt even going to get themselves a blow. And won't happen, though. 12-6. Six to 12. WinFakt are slowly but steadily inching forward. Again, no set nades hit there for Anexis, and that's gonna be very, very painful. Although Trigger already down, Fantasy down as well. Reflex and Killu, the last men standing as Boko whips out the AK and shish kebabs the mark. And just Reflex remaining, and that right there is going to be map point. Let's take a look at these stats here. 17-15 for Reflex versus Boko's 22-14. Very, very, very strong future. You may want to work on that a little bit. We're going to move on towards District. Are we going to go for a quick break, or are we going to move on straight into what's next map? Oh, look at that. It's a blue screen where I'm supposed to be. In the meantime, though, I'm quickly looking across.